In this video, we're going to show you how to get 100 subscribers on YouTube with the help of vidIQ for free. Let's do this.
vidIQ.
vidIQ.
vidIQ.com.
Hello everybody. If you are new here, welcome to vidIQ. My name is Rob. If you are a regular here at vidIQ, then yeah, you are absolutely right. This is going to be a slightly different alternative approach to making video content on the channel. I would love and appreciate your feedback on whether you enjoy or don't enjoy this style of video. What we're going to do today is help all of you creators who are starting out on your YouTube journeys and finding your path to 100 subscribers. Of course, here at vidIQ, we have a vast range of tools that will help you get there. But a lot of people talk about how vidIQ doesn't give me enough value as a free user. And I want to debunk this myth a little bit. I'm going to show you how you can use some of the free vidIQ tools to help you get 100 subscribers using some relatively straightforward strategies that you should be adopting as you first start out on your YouTube channel. To take full advantage of what we're going to be talking about here, please download vidIQ if you haven't already done so for either Chrome or Firefox. There is a link in the description. We're not going to be talking exclusively about vidIQ tools, but they're really going to help you as I go through this little journey of using the free tools to help you get 100 subscribers. All right then, welcome back. If you just paused the video, installed vidIQ and authenticated your channel, you will know if vidIQ is working properly or not because you will see this real-time stats bar in the top right-hand corner of most screens giving you a snapshot of your channel. You'll also see the likes to dislikes ratio on all videos on pages such as this. And this is all free stuff, which is all cool. We've got some tools down the left-hand side, which we'll be covering a little bit as well. But before we go into the vidIQ tool stuff, let's just start with some very simple keyword research. And this demonstration is going to be aimed towards gamers because we know there are a lot of gamers here who need to work out how to find their niche in such a competitive area of YouTube. But these strategies can be applied to all sorts of channels. So whether you're beauty, tech, you should be able to apply the same philosophies as what we're going to talk about here. So let's do Fortnite, the biggest gaming topic probably behind Minecraft on YouTube. And I'll simply type in the search bar here, and we'll see what comes up. Now, even though I know very little about Fortnite, what I do know about YouTube is that if you just try and make a video with Fortnite as a title, you're just not sending enough information to either YouTube or your potential audience. So we need to think about focusing down the channel, looking at something specific or trending. I know that Fortnite has seasons, and these seasons provide lots of updates and different things happening in the game. So through autocomplete on YouTube, I'm just going to click here, Fortnite Season 5, and take a look at the results of what's being shown here. And then we'll start to see some vidIQ influencers. All right then, as you can see, I am a free user at this point because vidIQ is asking me to upgrade. So everything you see here is for free users. And boy, what a ton of information. You got this search companion down the right hand side. You got this funky little tab that I'm going to click in a few seconds. But first of all, very simply, I want you to look at this tool that we show you here, which is channel size. Sometimes you can get so much information simply from channel size. These are the top search results, and you can see that the top 3 channels have 1 million subscribers, 200,000 subscribers, another 1 million subscribers. Let's be honest here, if you're a channel under 100 subscribers, if you try and make a video about Fortnite Season 5 as a title, you're probably going to struggle to compete with these large creators. However, we've already got some interesting information here from this channel that's currently 4th in the search terms, and they have 90,000 subscribers, so they're a lot smaller than the other 3 channels at the top. And it might be because they're live streaming. So that's told us a little bit there about how YouTube works. Sometimes when you create live streams on trending topics, it gives you a higher ranking value. And we've learned that just by looking at the channel sizes of each of the top ranked videos in this topic. Down the search companion, we can see again that this is a somewhat intimidating search term. Highest view counts, like 10 million, average view counts, 1.5 million. Again, as a channel of less than 100 subscribers, you've got to understand your place in YouTube, and this probably isn't the right area to try and start creating content. Further down the search panel, we have the overall score, and this is kind of a barometer, a general feeling of how valuable this keyword is on YouTube, and it gives us a score of 49 out of 100. And furthermore, it's telling us that the search volume is relatively high, which is what you would expect from a Fortnite search term. But the competition is also high as well. So we've got some work to do if we want to compete here. So is Fortnite Season 5 perhaps something that we want to look at? Maybe not. Now, something has caught my interest here, just before we look at some of the more search terms on the right-hand side. This term here, Signal the Coral Buddies. Again, I don't know anything about Fortnite, but that seems to be a really intriguing keyword to use for Fortnite. Could that be something that's trending on YouTube, on Fortnite right now? And again, as a small creator, maybe I'm able to capitalize on that, but maybe we'll look at that a little bit later. Now, down here, there are top related opportunities. We search for Fortnite Season 5. I'm just going to take a look here at Fortnite Season 5 Chapter 2, because we're kind of going even further into the search term here, which is where channels such as yourself with less than 100 subscribers may want to be focusing on. So what we can easily do here is select the keyword, copy it to clipboard, and then hopefully I should be able to put that directly into the search term, which is done, and then see what results vidIQ gives us here. And it looks as if, again, this isn't the best search term to compete with, because there are highly ranked channels here doing very well. But again, the fourth result, another live stream here, 30,000 subscribers. Now, the other thing I want to look at here is this top tag that says enable inline keywords. I'm going to click that and let's see what happens. Bang. Can you see what's happened to all of these videos? It's now showing you the video tags that are used by these creators. Now, there's still a huge discussion about whether or not video tags are valuable, but here's the really cool thing about all of this. A lot of creators are doing the keyword tag research for you, and what vidIQ allows you to do now is, let's see if I highlight over this and it shows me tags about Fortnite Season 5 Chapter 2, Fortnite Secret Locations, Fortnite Season 5 Characters. There's some interesting tags there, which I can not only add to my keyword research to generate video ideas, but I can also click here, and that's going to copy all of those tags if I want to use that later, which we are going to do, but I want to do a bit more investigation on this keyword phrase. So vidIQ is already helping me out here with the data, but I do need to apply some of my own knowledge and passion for the topic. And while I have a very limited amount of knowledge and passion for Fortnite, there was that one phrase that piqued my interest. Signal the Coral Buddies, I think it was. It just seemed to be a very strange title to have in a Fortnite video. So I want to investigate that further. And how I'm going to do that is I'm going to, on this search page that we had before from Fortnite Season 5 Chapter 2, I'm just going to do a simple search for Signal and see if any results come up. All right, so there are creators who are using Signal the Coral Buddies in their tags. This channel has 400,000 subscribers. Let's see what else is going on here. All right, now this is really interesting. Granted, the channel is a lot further down the list, and they're a much smaller channel, which is interesting for us as a channel under 100 subscribers. But Signal the Coral Buddies is being used in titles and in tags. So that leads me to believe that I think we need to do a search on Signal the Coral Buddies. I know that sounds really strange, but probably to Fortnite gamers, they understand exactly what this means. And again, in whatever topic you talk about, that's going to probably mean something interesting and significant. So yeah, let's do this. And again, YouTube is giving us an indication here by auto-completing to Signal the Coral Buddies. So that's where we're checking out the information and see what the search brings us up here. Already, vidIQ is giving us some very juicy feedback here in terms of the overall score, the barometer of the keyword. The search volume is a lot lower than when we had Fortnite Season 5, Chapter 2, and so on. And really interestingly here is that the competition currently is very low. So that's a supply and demand question. People are searching for this term now, but as of right now, there's not enough video content to serve that audience that is searching for this term. So as a smaller creator, I'd be really taking an interest in this search term. And the Search Companion confirms this as well. The highest views and average subscribers seems to be a lot lower than with just the Fortnite as a search term. And interestingly, the average age of each of these videos is relatively short, 12 days. So a lot of content is being recycled here. I'm really getting fascinated. And I want to do some more research into some of maybe the smaller channels here that are taking advantage of this search term. All right, I've spent a bit of time going through these search results, and I've come across this channel, which I think is of particular interest for a small video game creator interested in the Fortnite space with maybe less than 100 subscribers. The channel's called Drogon X Plays, and this video is doing okay for them. It has 130 views from a channel with 600 subscribers. That seems acceptable. They appear to have jumped on this trend in the last 24 hours, and they look to be optimizing their content quite well by including this keyword signal the coral buddies in their title, description, tag. So they seem to be doing all of the fundamentals very well. So before I look at the video itself, I actually want to look at the channel, and this is where we're going to come out of vidIQ mode a little bit and just objectively look at this channel as a creator, because I think it's really useful to start to build a sixth sense about channels that you feel are of a similar size to you but are doing all of the right fundamentals that will help them grow as a YouTube channel. So what we can see here, first of all, is that they have a colorful channel banner and it has a Fortnite theme to it. It also looks as if they've put some effort into building out their main page a little bit. If we visit the video section, what we'll see here are some very high quality thumbnails for the size of the channel, and they all have a certain level of consistency and good fundamentals. In the gaming environment, you want to see thumbnails that aren't too busy, and if they're trying to emphasize something in the thumbnail, using those arrows and circles helps really well. And I can see that there's already channel focus here for this creator. They're certainly focusing in on Fortnite, but most importantly, I think the type of content that they're trying to create for their audience mostly is a valuable information showing people how to do things in the Fortnite universe, as opposed to just let's plays, which sometimes aren't that exciting for an audience, for a creator they're not familiar with. So as a small creator, I may be taking this channel as an example of a small YouTube channel in the Fortnite genre that is making an impact. And with 600 subscribers, I would be very happy with some of the view counts coming here, like 800 views, 1,000 views, 400 views. These are all really healthy. And when I look at the video length, some of these videos are relatively short and snappy. So it looks as well that the creator is trying to give the audience a lot of value in a short amount of time, trying to play on the, I guess, shorter attention span of maybe what video gamers might have when they're watching video content. These are all things that I'm mentally noting as I look through this channel, and you should be doing the same thing as well. Now, I've been satisfied enough by the quality and success of this channel to keep tabs on them. And with vidIQ, you have a tool where you can add this channel to what are called your competitors. And think of this as your work subscription list. You watch channels and subscribe to them for education and entertainment, but when you're, I guess, on the job making YouTube content, you want to follow certain channels who may be making similar content to you. So we can simply click the Add Competitor tool button here, and this is automatically going to add this creator to my list of competitors, and I can frequent this screen whenever I want just to see what they're up to, see if their videos are performing well in the Fortnite space, and is it something that I can maybe add content to and become part of the YouTube topic conversation, whatever it is. And it'll stay there for as long as I need it to, and with a free tool you can add a small number of competitors such as this. Okay then, let's now click on a video and see what vidIQ can tell me. Now, you're going to have to use your imagination here a little bit. Let's say we have watched this video in full, and we've decided that, yes, this is a really good video. We want to be reminded of what the thumbnail was to see if the thumbnail delivered on the promises in the video. So over here on the right hand side, we have this full video scorecard which gives you all sorts of information. First of all, the thumbnail. It shows you why you clicked on this video. This was the thumbnail, and you can mouse over it, you can click on it. That will give you a full screen image if you want to take a closer look at it. But we also have lots more information down the right hand side, including how many views per hour the video is getting right now. That's interesting for velocity, social stats. We also have something here called SEO, search engine optimization. This is what vidIQ thinks of how well the video is put together in terms of titles, descriptions, and video tags. And when we mouse over it, it gives us a breakdown. And according to the actionable areas of this video in terms of what's been included in the title, description, and the video tags, this creator has done a near perfect job, a score of 45 out of 50. And that theoretically means that you have given your video potentially the best chance of being optimized and being found in search for similar videos of your size. Imagine another video that had done similar content but not optimized it, then it may give you a better chance of being discovered. It doesn't guarantee success because obviously channel size and how many views you get from other sources such as suggested videos, browse features is very important. But at least from a search perspective, you're giving your video a good opportunity, and that's why we found it in the search. It was lower down, but it was ranking. And we can see here on the video tags that really specific tags that they've used, such as real coral buddies location, actual coral buddies location, they are actually ranking fairly high. Whether there's that many people searching for it is an entirely different question, but at least this creator is putting a lot of keyword research into their topic. They're really thinking about what potentially an audience is looking for in the Fortnite gaming universe right now. So those are the video tags. Again, we could copy them here if we wanted to. And there's just lots more fun and interesting statistics here. There's also a tool here called Compare Views in the First 28 Days. As a free user, you get a bit of access to it. So what we can quickly do is compare this video to their channel average, I think. And it shows here that for this channel, this video is actually performing above average. So it looks as if they've hit on this trending topic. It's doing well for them. It may mean that if this video is doing well for the channel, they should probably double down and do another one. And it's an indication again to you as a creator to signify that, oh, this topic of signal the coral buddies, I should really be thinking about making content on this on YouTube and finding my own unique angle or information that I can provide to a potential audience. So there's all sorts of information down here on the right hand side. And yeah, this is all of the free aspects of the vidIQ tool. So much information here for you. Okay, we've done a lot of research here on video topics. Now let's jump a little bit into applying some of this research into optimizing our own videos when we're ready to publish. Okay, folks, it's time for a little bit of role play. Let's say you've done your research on this Fortnite topic of signal the coral buddies, and you've decided that yes, you want to make a video on the topic as well. So you've made it, you've uploaded it to YouTube, but you haven't yet published it on YouTube. And for illustration purposes only, I'm taking Drogon X Plays lead here. So I'm using his title and his description and his thumbnail, but just to prove to you that I'm not actually stealing his video content, this is the actual video content. It's just me doing a test video. But I need to use his metadata to show you all of the things that we can do with the vidIQ tools here. The first thing, and arguably the most important thing to get that click for somebody to watch your content, is the thumbnail. A lot of people, when they first start out on YouTube, are so busy creating content, they forget that they need to pitch their content to YouTube. And the way people see your content, first of all, is that thumbnail. Judging a video by its thumbnail in the same way that somebody may judge a book by its cover. And there's a way you can compare your thumbnail and your video title against the best creators for your search term. So over on the right hand side here, we have a vidIQ tool called the thumbnail preview tool. And all you need to do is tell vidIQ what search term you want to rank for. So we're just going to put in Signal the Coral Buddies as a broader search term and then click preview in search results. And now what this is going to do is compare the title and the thumbnail that we've created for this video against the best creators for this search term. So I think we saw some of these when we did the search term Signal the Coral Buddies. And in second place, it kind of pretends that you rank number 2 to show you how your video may look if it was ranking. And if I was Drogon X Plays, I would be very satisfied that this thumbnail is very competitive, of a high quality, and I think people may click on this thumbnail just as much as any of the others ranked at the top of the search terms for this. Now, this is of course before you publish your video. So if you decide that the thumbnail and the title don't quite match or they don't compete with these other creators, then you can go back and revise it before you publish a thumbnail. Remember, this is all before the video goes live. So it's a great opportunity to make sure that your video is competing really well for a search term. As a free user, you get to preview this 3 times, so it's well worth checking out before you decide to invest further in this vidIQ tool. Okie dokie, let's see how else we can optimize this video with some of the free vidIQ tools. On the right hand side, you can see we have the vidIQ SEO score, which we've already seen on a video watch page, and it shows you how you can take action as a creator to optimize your titles, descriptions, and tags to potentially make your video more discoverable, at least against competitors of a similar size in your video topic. And remember what I also said, you can let other creators do the work for you. So we're going to go back to Drogon X Play's original video here to see that he's done all of the keyword and tag research. And when I mouse over these tags, you get this copy option. So we'll just copy all of these tags, and guess what? We'll put them in our video, and look how that impacts the SEO score. Now it has information on titles, descriptions, and tags. It can give you a ranking and say, yep, this is looking pretty good in terms of optimization. And that literally took 10 seconds. Now, to be clear, I don't just want you to do this and copy somebody else's tags and think that's okay. You've got to do your own keyword research, and when you make your own videos, they're going to have their own flavor and style, and perhaps change the conversation of a topic a little bit. So you'll be wanting to remove some of these tags that you don't think are relevant. First of all, the channel name. You don't want to be using their channel. You may want to add your own, and maybe you don't think some of these tags are as valuable, so you can remove some, add some, do whatever you want. Make it your video. That will influence the SEO score, of course, over here. But essentially, if you have an SEO score of 40 or above, then you're doing a good job of optimizing your content. Another thing you want to check here is the checklist, of course, and it will tell you things that you probably want to do on most, if not all of your videos. For example, adding an interactive card, end screens, adding captions if you want to, adding it to a playlist, all of these type of things that are just going to add little nice extra bonuses to the potential success of your video. Now, of course, we've seen here that there are many paid upgrade options here, such as boosting your videos, which will give you hundreds more unique tags. We've just copied somebody else's here, but with Boost, it will take into account the entire keyword universe of Signal the Coral Buddies and so on. And here, if we were using Boost, we'd have another 230 recommendations for tags and keywords. But this is a free way of doing it, and it's a very quick way of very quickly optimizing your video content. All right then, to conclude this whistle-stop tour of the free ways vidIQ can help you get to 100 subscribers, we're going to step back from keyword research and specifically optimizing individual videos and look at your channel as a whole. Once you've been on YouTube for maybe a month or two and you've published 10, 20 videos, you'll start to get a little bit of data, a sample size to work with. And of course, YouTube has lots of fantastic tools in terms of analytics that you can see here. But there is one tool I want to show you from vidIQ that can help guide you onto the content that's working for you, even when you start your YouTube channel and you're trying to get those first 100 subscribers. And it is this channel audit tool down here on the left-hand side in the YouTube studio. When I click it, it's going to give you pretty much a report card on your channel and how it's performing over the last 30 days. As you can see, this is the free version, but it still gives you some interesting analytics. For example, we can see on our YouTube Shorts channel which videos are bringing in views right now. Also, which videos are gaining the most subscribers. It's only showing 3 videos per column, but it's still enough to give us a quick indication. For example, just very quickly looking at this card here, I can see that this Minecraft Star Wars DLC gets you views short that we made is one of the videos that's still bringing in views to the channel. It's a video that's brought in some subscribers, and it's the videos with the most watch time in the last 30 days. So that tells me that maybe on our Shorts channel, we should be making more Minecraft-centric content. And that's because for some reason, Minecraft content works really well on YouTube as Shorts right now. Moving further down the list, it will show us which search terms are bringing views into our channel. So of course, we're doing a lot of vidIQ Shorts content on our Shorts channel, and people are finding our content through that search term. It'll also show you which videos need a little bit of work in terms of these are the videos getting the least views. You're maybe even losing subscribers from these videos. And so it's telling you that your channel focus on some of your content may not be accurate. And finally, this section is going to look absolutely terrible for us because for YouTube Shorts, we're not optimizing any of our content. We're not adding tags or anything. But if we did have information here, it would be telling us what our average tag length is, description length. Maybe you could increase the amount of keywords you're including in your descriptions. Actionable SEO score obviously is awful because we're not adding any tags to our Shorts videos, but it will give you some better numbers. And then items to improve on here. This is really useful. This tells you in a pinch where you need to fix small problems on your videos. For example, if I click here, it's telling me that on 2 of my videos, I've not added end screens. These are things that will push your viewers to more of your content at the end of a video. And so I can click the edit button on one of these. It will take me directly to that video in the YouTube studio. And then I click on end screens here and then add an end screen if I wanted to for this video. Very quick way to fix things that have small problems on your channel. So that is the channel audit tool. As you can see, this is a free version, but it still gives you a lot of information. And you can also play around with many of these tools on the left-hand side as well. You know what? In making this video, I actually really surprised myself. I've been making vidIQ videos for years, meaning I've had to have full access to everything. So to go back to the free version, it astonished me just how much there is available to you. And I've barely touched, I don't know, half of the tools that are available to free users. And I think a lot of creators find vidIQ a little intimidating when they first download it. So treat this as your guide to the essential tools to help you get started with vidIQ and get you towards 100 subscribers. But there is another key thing here as well. Don't just rely on tools to get you more views and subscribers. You can't press a button and let something else do the work for you. Within this journey through keyword research, investigating thumbnails and analyzing your own channel, yes, vidIQ and YouTube can give you lots of data, but you have to take actionable decisions and gain experience in what you're doing on YouTube. All of this is only going to succeed when you apply yourself. We can be a guiding hand. We can put signposts in the road, but you're the driver. Now then, if you decide that vidIQ isn't for you, that's absolutely fine. Our aim here on this YouTube channel is to educate you on your YouTube journey. So we've done another video over here that's going to help you get towards 100 subscribers, and it's more about you, the creator, and your mindset. If you've already hit 100 subscribers, then maybe you want to get to 1,000 subscribers. We've also done that video down here as well. Whatever you decide to do, enjoy the rest of your video making day. Bye for now.